You're watching 48 Fastcast.
All right, y'all, 7:01. Thanks for joining us for our 48 Fastcast, our new little news, weather, and traffic in under 10 minutes. Jeff is here. He has been tracking overnight storms. He's been here since very early this morning. They were loud. You probably heard them. The roads are wet this morning. But things are looking okay right now, Jeff.
Yeah, quieting down. Last night certainly wasn't quiet. Everybody waking up, and you could hear the thunder and lightning. Even if the storm wasn't above you directly, even when it was in Lawrence County, people from Fort Payne were telling me they could see the lightning. I mean, think about that for just a moment. But no storms now, just some light rain showers here for the morning commute. These are all racing from west to east. You have a few showers in Jackson County, north of Huntsville, Madison County, back to North Limestone, a little shower in Moulton, and out towards Florence, a few showers for you. And there'll be a few showers here this morning. Then we turn our attention to some storms in the afternoon. They will be isolated, and they will affect a very small portion of our area, right along the Tennessee-Alabama state line. They could produce some gusty winds and some heavy rain, but the main concern will come tomorrow. A 48 first alert weather day, not so much in the morning, but more towards the afternoon and night. All forms of severe weather could be part of this forecast. It's not just large hail, damaging winds, heavy rain, lots of lightning, but we add the element for tornadoes, and that could be the case as we go into the late afternoon and evening. I'll have a lot closer timeline look at this forecast for you coming up, but the winds over 60 miles an hour, heavy rainfall, the large hail threat, and of course tornadoes in our area always catches everybody's attention. I'll have much more on the storm threats for Tuesday, the hour-by-hour breakdown, all coming up in your full forecast here.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
All right, a live look at the Huntsville Metro right now. We're really quiet this morning, so that's always good news. Taking you down a little bit south here, so if you are headed in or out of Owens Crossroads, we are seeing a bit of a slowdown on 431 in both directions, but other than that, we're looking good across the board. Drive times also looking good. Decatur to Huntsville, about 21 minutes. Athens to Huntsville will take you about 28. Well, 2 people were killed in Decatur in 2 separate crashes just minutes from each other. Now, the crashes happened at around 9 p.m. on Saturday on the Beltline. The first on the city's south side near Woodmead Street. The second just minutes later at a railroad crossing near Highway 20. Now, this is the photo of the scene from the second crash from our media partners at the Decatur Daily. Police tell us Leroy Goodwin was killed. They say he was riding his motorcycle when he clipped an SUV, then drove into a train. We're told the railroad arms and lights were working at the time. Now, a 17-year-old girl was killed in that first wreck in Decatur. The victim was Chloe Hastings. More than 100 people gathered Sunday at a Hartselle church to remember her. She had just finished her junior year at Priceville High School. A grief counselor says this really helped those in mourning.
Able to have a safe space, a loving community, and an opportunity for them to have spaces to remember and to talk and to cry and to laugh. I've heard more stories that have made me smile and laugh about Chloe. This was needed at this time.
Decatur police say one person was taken into custody at the scene on suspicion of DUI, but authorities have not released that person's name or said if any charges have been filed. Huntsville police say there are investigations into 2 separate shootings that happened this past weekend. This was the scene on 8th Avenue around 8 Saturday night. Police tell us one person was shot after an argument. The victim was able to get to the hospital on their own. We're told they are expected to be okay. One person is in custody, but no arrests or charges have been announced. Police also tell us they are investigating a shooting on Rhyme Village Drive that happened Friday night a little before midnight. The victim in this case also expected to recover. There have been no arrests at this time. Florence police need your help finding this woman they believe may be in danger. Autumn Page Strickland was last seen Saturday morning on Court Street. She was wearing a black tank top, jean shorts, and flip-flops. If you have any information about where she may be, call Florence police. Scottsboro police, meanwhile, are continuing their search for a missing man with dementia. James Jenkins was last seen in his neighborhood on Poplar Street last Tuesday. He was wearing a blue t-shirt and red sweatpants. He was diagnosed with dementia last year. Now, if you have any information, call the Scottsboro Police Department. An Alabama domestic violence survivor is teaming up with a state lawmaker to try and protect others. Amber McDaniel, a mom from Jacksonville, says she survived 10 years of domestic abuse. She's now working with a state representative on a bill to create a statewide registry of people convicted of domestic violence. The bill did not make it to a vote this session, but they're hopeful it will move forward next year.
I'm a little bummed that it didn't get voted on. I am excited that we have more time to spread awareness. The stigma is that everyone stays silent, and so by starting laws like this, we'll be able to break the silence against domestic violence and hopefully save people's lives.
McDaniel is the creator and founder of the Alabama Domestic Violence Registry Project, which is a resource people can use to find help. Still to come, summer is right around the corner, which means many of you are about to spend some time outside. How experts recommend you stay safe while having fun. A local barbecue restaurant just took home a big prize in a national competition. The gang from Big Bob Gibson's in Decatur won a world championship in Memphis. They won for their pork shoulder. They were at the Memphis in May competition, which is a world famous competition that features barbecue from all over. They also won in several other categories. Well, health experts are warning people to be extra cautious when they're out in the sun because it can increase your risk of skin cancer. The American Cancer Society estimates more than 104,000 new cases of melanoma will be diagnosed this year, with more than 8,000 deaths expected. Dermatologist Joseph Michael Day with Aqua Medical Spa says protecting yourself is easy. Just apply SPF 30 every 2 hours and avoid the sun during peak hours. He also warns to steer clear of tanning beds.
That misnomer that getting that good base tan will kind of protect you and help prevent you from sunburning. If your skin is changing color, you're getting red, you're getting pink, you're getting tan, that is evidence of sun damage. So once that happens, that DNA damage has already occurred. So that base tan, maybe you don't burn as much, but that just the change in that color, that is showing you that your skin has gotten damaged, and that is putting you at risk for skin cancer.
He says early detection is key, so you should be on the lookout for any freckles or moles that are changing color, have an irregular border, or may just look funny.
Tomorrow is a 48 First Alert Weather Day, sponsored by Mr. Rooter Plumbing for all your emergency plumbing services.
Now, we will have a little sunshine today after these showers. Very light stuff out there for the morning commute. Move on out. A few scattering of showers after a few thunderstorms last night. But as you just heard, 48 First Alert Weather Day for tomorrow, not today. Even though there's a few storms in the afternoon, mainly for areas north closest to Tennessee-Alabama state line that could produce some gusty winds and heavy rain. It'll be quick in, quick out. But the concern comes tomorrow, and it's not in the morning. It's not even really in the afternoon. It's really more towards the evening now. It'll be a warm and breezy day preceding the storms. The initial line is still to our northwest at about 6 p.m. And then a few discrete cells in front of it may pop a few rounds of severe weather, not once but twice as the line moves in. The line will then continue to move across Huntsville and Decatur by 8, clear the state line by 11 p.m. Once the storm moves out, better weather for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It'll be a lot cooler. Taking a look at Memorial Day weekend as we're thinking about that already too. You got a dry day on Saturday. You got a dry day on Memorial Day. Track a few showers on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. And thank you for watching our 48 Fastcast. We will be on air throughout the morning with more news, weather, and traffic updates. So keep it here. Have a good one.